If there's anyone that you should know at Bradley University, it's Christopher Marsh. Not only is he a professor, but he's also a Bradley alum and has worked at some of the most prestigious advertising agencies in the country. BUTV's Ty Gray is live from the Caterpillar Global Communication Center with this segment of Someone You Should Know.
Mr. Christopher Walsh is a beloved member of the Department of Communication and has done many things at Bradley University. From humble beginnings as a Peoria native to sitting in a seat as a student to standing in front of a classroom as an instructor of advertising, he has done a little bit of everything. Thank you for joining us today.
Hi, good evening.
What position do you currently hold at Bradley University, and what do you do with that position?
Currently, I am an assistant professor of advertising and public relations.
Nice.
So I teach in the greatest department of communication in the world. So I teach some advertising and PR classes, other theory courses, communication theory, Com 300, my beloved Com theory, advertising media planning, which I also love to teach, and this semester I'm teaching Com 101, so the survey of communication.
Nice.
Yeah.
Now, how has Bradley changed since you were a student here?
Yeah, well, so I was a student back in the last century. I mean, technically an entire millennium has changed since. But anyways, so when I was a student here, if you and I were talking right now, we would be suspended 3 stories above a parking lot. And my first apartment was actually where the parking deck is right next door here to the GCC. So there's a lot of new buildings, you know, but and they've updated a lot of the old buildings, so it's still, you know, it's still home, which is kind of cool, just with some nice kind of cool renovations.
Nice. Now, what classes do you currently teach here?
So, like I said, I'll teach communication theory, but every once in a while I get to teach in the sports communication curriculum, occasionally public relations, that sort of thing. So I'll basically teach for food, you know, whatever they want.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. What's your favorite part of this job?
You know what? I got to peek at that question earlier, and okay, basically, when I get in every morning, and then till I go home every night, that's pretty much my favorite part. Like beginning, middle, and end. But I love the students. I love the classes. I love seeing students in the hallways all the time. I was just talking to somebody the other day about, you know, is it hard for students to access, you know, their professors, their instructors, and I said, man, you can't avoid us, you know. So I love that. I love the interaction with the students.
Nice. Now, how has your professional experience in advertising as PR helped you as a professor?
It's helped a great deal, because as I'm going through, you know, either textbooks or articles or journals or whatever, and kind of putting together lesson plans, or you know, things we're going to talk about. If we're talking about a particular concept, I can look back at my experience and go, yeah, this absolutely is true. And here's how, you know, here's the actual real world application of you know, an example of what we're learning in the classroom. So I love having stories that kind of bolster that.
Nice. Well, that's all we have today. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Yeah, thank you. Thanks for coming to visit.
For BUTV News, I'm Ty Gray.